Professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professors spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme sliding in girls' DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champion.
I need my hands. Let's
go, street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Sports professor, you know. Yo, street professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Street! Stop!
Go hard, or go home. Go home, go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home. Can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home. Can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home. Can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
What up?
What, bro?
It's time for the Bottom Line Sports. What's going on?
What, brothers?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yo, what up, friends?
Man, it's been a great weekend, man.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah,
great weekend.
Holidays went well, man. Christmas went well.
Yeah, everybody's Christmas went well. Hope everybody's Christmas went well.
It was good, man.
Everybody out there in virtual land, video land, whatever you want to call it.
If you had a great Christmas, we want you to go subscribe at The Bottom Line Sports.
The Bottom Line Sports, episode 96 today. I think it's 1,438. We're creeping up. 1,438 in the Facebook group. Keep on going out there. Appreciate it. Mr. First Down is in the house.
They didn't recognize who it was. Hold on. They didn't recognize who it was.
Who?
Did you see who that was?
Hey!
My
brother. Hey, we need some commentary from him tonight about last night.
Clubber D.
Yeah. No, he's. We're gonna do a little switch off action because the fact that I'm leaving in the next couple of days. I had some friends come over to say goodbye, so we still got people here. So me and Clubber D are gonna switch off a little bit action here.
All right, maybe we'll wait for NFL for the end so we can get some Clubber D thoughts on this.
Start it all now, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome. Appreciate you can find us on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, 3 YouTube channels, 3 Facebook groups. Go over there, subscribe. Go find us at The Bottom Line Sports, as the professor has already mentioned. We appreciate y'all. Looks like Clubber D will be in the house today. Shout out. We get to get rid of the professor and get Clubber D in here. No, we love the professor. The professor's he's on point most of the time.
The professor loves all of you.
And they all love
professor
you,
had to be the professor had to be not as jovial as Christmas Eve.
Oh, not as jovial. Oh. So a subdued professor.
Subdued professor today, a very sad professor today.
Oh.
Who made the worst fantasy mistake in fantasy football history.
Man.
I cost myself.
I give it up, man.
Championship and $20.
I should have started Jared Goff, but it only gave me 2 more points. But I just put him Mahomes because I don't know. Anyway, I wish I had Cooper. I wish I had Amari Cooper in that other league. That would have been better. But
you know what? You don't have to bring up the Browns, all right? Just leave them alone.
Yeah, sorry. Touchy subject.
Touchy.
Yeah. Who is that? Who said that? I don't know if y'all can see.
They're UFOs.
UFOs? Okay, shout out.
No,
Appreciate y'all. Yeah. Man, what do we do?
That's Omar's father, man. We had a great holiday, Mr. Rubin.
Hey, Mr. Rubin, what's going on, Mr. Rubin? Hope you had a great holiday.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You had to put up with Omar, but
he did both days.
Hey, we all know what that's like now.
Hey, you know what?
I'm just messing with you, brother.
You get the good and the bad with Omar. You get the good and the bad.
Hey,
my friend, you get both sides of it. Hey,
we love it all.
Hey, it's all good, man.
It's all good, brother.
We all messed with. We had a great time. I mean,
good time. Good time.
Mistakes were made, as my best friend used to say.
Mistakes were made. We had to sound the alarm 3 times. All right, so here we go. Let's go. Let's get into this. We got the I guess the meat, if you want to like a better word, of the bowl season coming up. Before we get into the championship, any bowls you're looking forward to this week? Coming up soon, a lot of good bowls. Some people could say the Georgia-Florida State Bowl, but I mean, have we heard anything about that one, Ken? Are people holding out in that one, or they're gonna be full string playing, everybody playing? Because basically both those teams really don't want to even be in this bowl, but they kind of are. So go ahead.
I mean, I got a little inside scoop on Georgia, man. I think Georgia just departed today. They just left Athens today, going down to Florida. So I'm thinking that they're gonna play everybody. Beck announced that he will be coming back next year. So I think Georgia's going to have a phenomenal bowl. I think Georgia's really going to crush Florida State, to be honest. We're going to kill them.
Really? Nobody's holding out, like not playing? Everybody's playing?
Nah.
Everybody's
the only people that aren't going to be there are those guys that jumped in the portal that have already transferred out of there, got other plans and things like that, or they didn't prepare for the draft.
What about you, Omar?
I think the bowl is going to be what it is.
Florida State was kind of your team you were kind of following. You'd put them as your dark horse. Any word on if anybody's not playing?
Yeah, I completely agree with Ken. It's going to be a blowout. There actually is word. I have news. So Tate Rodemaker.
Oh, I see somebody. I see you, Jake.
Tate Rodemaker, the backup QB that led them to that win over Louisville. He has actually entered the transfer portal. Yeah, he's entered, so he's not even playing in the game. So they are down to their Tate Rodemaker.
Right.
Oh, Tate Rodemaker.
I was going to say who?
He was the backup QB who led them to the win over Louisville. But he's in the transfer portal now, so he's not
he
playing
left.
in the bowl game.
Really?
Yeah, he left. Yeah.
Wow.
So now they're playing third string. Yeah, they're playing third string. Brock Glenn.
Wow.
Ooh, Brock Glenn.
Georgia gonna
Yeah, he's had one career
Maybe we should
start.
do it with the echo.
Hey,
Or, sorry, not even,
mileage.
one career game in college football. So they stand no chance whatsoever.
Wow. See, and then people are going to use that as justification for not having them in the thing, but that's
And so let me
not fair either. That wouldn't be fair either. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me cap out on this note right here, Flo. Let me cap out on this note, man. Like I said, man,
You
there's
finish,
still
I got to bring in
a
Jake
lot of
after
feelings
that.
and emotions and different things tied up and wrapped up in this entire whole thing.
Right.
A lot of emotions, feelings, and things are still tied up, man. Because
for sure.
Florida State's still angry, man. But like I said, Georgia was that pawn that allowed everything that caused that downfall, man. If Georgia had won, and Florida State would have gotten in Georgia, there would have been Michigan, there would have been Washington. But it's unfortunate, and so what we got to do is, I feel for Florida State, but it's gonna be a decent game, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, you know you love him. Some people hate him.
And
the Bronco lover is here, Jake Montoya, in some kind of costume. It's not Halloween anymore.
So. This is either his. This is either his. I've got a cold and I'm scared because the Broncos suck, or this is his. I'm gonna rob somebody because I'm broke and scared and the Broncos suck. So either way, it must be because the Broncos.
What is going on, Jake? What are you gonna explain this, or is this for later? This is a reveal for later.
I've been depressed all day, guys. I've been depressed the past weekend.
Now you know how I felt.
It's not a good look, and Omar is making it worse by laughing. So please stop.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to laugh at your depression. I feel so bad for you and the Broncos and Russell Wilson, who won't even be there next year. So you're probably thankful for that at least. And you know what else is funny? That the Raiders are only a game behind the Broncos, baby. Let's go.
That's kind of why you guys kind of the same records. That's why you're side by side now.
Let's go.
Hey, man. Hey, so hey,
are you in the shower? Jake, please do not. Please do not.
Don't hurt yourself.
Do not plug in a toaster. Do not take some sleeping medicine. Don't do anything like that.
No matter how much grief we give you, we love you.
We love you very much.
We don't want you to hurt yourself. But hey, Jake, look, you notice me. Look, I've sanitized myself. I told you what was going to happen if the Cowboys lost against the Dolphins. I don't have cowboy gear on. I have no cowboy stuff. I'm still in mourning too. So
what a great show.
We're in mourning, man. We're all in mourning. All right, let's go. What do you think about this, Jake? Any bowls you're looking forward to, or you haven't even bothered to look at them?
There's only one bowl I'm looking forward to, and that, my friend, there's still hope, because as I am a huge fan of the Broncos, the Longhorns are a great.
We'll talk about that later. That's the championship. We'll talk about that later. Any bowls besides the championship?
No, man. The biggest game.
You know the answer was no.
Man.
You know the answer was no.
Okay, all right. Any other ones for you, Omar?
Actually, I got a couple I want y'all to be on the lookout for.
Hey, Flo, one more thing, man.
Go ahead,
man.
Go ahead, Ken.
He might hit mine. You may hit the ones I was going to talk about. Go ahead, Omar.
Go ahead, Omar.
No, go ahead, man.
All right. So the one of the bowls that I wanted to hit really, really hard. Wisconsin, LSU. I like that one. I'm really heavy on that one. And Liberty. I don't think Liberty gonna upset Oregon, but hell, Liberty had a great season. But I like that one.
Yeah, they did.
And the bowl that I think is gonna be the one for everybody to watch, that Missouri, Ohio State. I think Missouri can beat Ohio State. I think they can upset Ohio State.
I mean, that would be a bid for a good bid.
That's the one. On Friday
to
night.
The 12-team thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Ken on the Missouri Ohio State, but another one you need to watch out for also is the Penn State game.
Ole Miss.
Versus Ole Miss. That's going to be a really good game. You got Penn State's defense going against Ole Miss offense. So we're going to see what happens here. Is Lane Kiffin the coach that he talks that the big game that he is?
Right.
And can James
And
Franklin
he's got
win the big game?
Good game.
He got a solid what do you call it? Quarterback in Dart.
And the other one I want y'all to watch out for is University of Maryland, my alumni. Shout out. I will be there this Saturday for Maryland versus Auburn in Nashville.
Okay. All right. War Eagle.
Right.
Go Auburn.
Fear the turtle.
I used to live down there, so I'm a War Eagle guy.
You freeze.
You freeze. All right. So let's do it. Let's talk about Jake was already kind of mentioned it. Texas, Washington on Monday, and Alabama, Michigan. Washington is a 4-point underdog against Texas, and Michigan is a 1.5-point favorite against Alabama. Ken, give us your take on this. What do you think? Who's going to win? Who do you like in these games? Ready, set, go.
Man, listen. When you come to numbers and everything, man, you look at Penix. Penix for the entire season, he's been 307 out of 466, over 4,000 yards passing, 33 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. But look at Euler's 248 for 351, 3,000 yards passing, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Man, this is probably gonna be the best game out of both of them.
Really?
I'm definitely gonna lean toward Washington. I think
That's
Washington.
Well, you like the underdogs, though, Ken.
And Washington defensively, I think they're gonna show up and have a slugfest, man.
You got a score?
I'm an underdog, man. I've been doing that for a long time.
So are you going for Alabama too, then?
I'm gonna go 34.
Yeah, go ahead. This is a Washington game.
Nah, you know I don't want to, man.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go
That's
34,
That's an underdog.
20 Washington.
34 what?
But I'm gonna go 34-20 Washington.
Wow, that's a blowout almost.
34-20.
Wow, okay.
Washington wins.
34-20, Washington wins. What do you think, Professor?
Make sure you record it now.
And then we'll get to the other game. Oh, your Mute Master is back.
My bad. All right. Anyways, yes. Let's get to this game. So, Washington
Jake looks so excited right now.
Washington versus Texas. I agree with Ken that it will be the highest scoring game. Will it be the best game? No, I think both games are going to be very, very exciting. But this will be the highest scoring game. And while you have Michael Penix, who threw for 4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, was the runner-up finisher of Heisman Trophy, they got Rome Odunze, the star wide receiver, 80 catches, 1,400 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's going to be a top 10 pick. And they're going against Quinn Ewers, who had a great season. I give it up to Hot Take Jake. I doubted Ewers at the beginning of the season. I saw what he went through at Ohio State and had to transfer. I didn't think that they were even necessarily going to give him the job over Manning, but not only did he take that job, he seized that job. That being said, I think it is going to be a high-scoring shootout, and I have a 42-38 Washington victory.
What is it again? What's the score?
42-38 Washington Huskies.
Definitely. 42-38 Washington. Well, we know who Jake's going to pick.
So two idiots just practically tried to go against Texas Longhorns is what I'm getting. Let me tell you something, man. This is going to be a rout, but the other way around. Washington has not seen a team this dangerous offensively and defensively like the Texas Longhorns. Washington, congratulations. You just played yourselves. You're playing the best team in the past decade. 42-17 Longhorns all day.
Over the LSU Tigers from a couple years ago, over the Georgia Bulldogs from last year, over the Alabama Clemson Tide from 6 years ago, over any of those teams? No, they're not even close to those teams. Jake, get out of here. That's ridiculous. You're being
42-17. Be ready.
Be ready.
Hey, and let me tell you the playmaker. Thou shalt not be worthy of my boy Xavier Worthy. The wide receiver is going off this game. Quinn Ewers. You heard it here first. He is going to be picking them apart. Bang, bang, bang. Quinn Ewers. Put yourself in there. 5 TDs, guys. You heard it. 5 TDs. Quinn Ewers is going to be dotting them up.
Wow.
Isn't this the guy you wanted to leave for the NFL draft?
Hello.
So let me tell you, unfortunately, I'm going to have to
Not no fire.
agree a little bit with Jake. Yeah, I'm agreeing with Jake. Yeah, I know. But I do think if Texas is smart, what they'll do is they'll be heavy run against this Washington team. They'll control the clock. I don't see Quentin Ewers scoring 5 touchdowns, though, but I do see 5 or 6 touchdowns coming in various ways. 3 or 4 running on the ground and maybe 2 or 3 in the air by Quentin Ewers. This could turn into a rout. I think Washington keeps it close. If they can keep it close early, they can make this a game. But if Texas jumps up, by 2 touchdowns or something like that, it's going to be very, very difficult for Washington to come back in this game because Texas has a great running back. Their defense is solid. This could turn into a rout. I'm going to say Washington. I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt. They played tough all year, and Oregon twice, and they've looked good. Everybody likes Penix, but Penix, I don't know if he's seen a defense like this one in recent time. I guess Oregon would be the closest thing. They got the best defense probably over there in the Pac-12, but his defense is pretty solid, and the running game is really solid. They got a great stable of running backs. So I'm going to say it's going to be something like, and I'm going to be rooting against Texas, to be fair. But I think Texas is going to win. I'm
facts over feelings. I love it.
I'm always facts over feelings, even though I don't like it sometimes. But Texas is going to win this, probably going away a little bit. Probably, I like 42-26. I'm going to say they're going to give them a defend out 42-26.
By 16?
Yeah, it's going to be bad. I don't know.
Wow, dude.
38-27. I like that one too, but 42. Yeah, it's going to be bad, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully Washington wins and I'm wrong. This is one of the times I don't mind being wrong. So, all right, Alabama, Michigan, what do you got? Let's go, Jake. We'll go reverse order. Jake, what do you think?
This one's an easier one. I don't think Alabama is anything good. I think they lucked out. I don't think they deserve to be in this Final Four. I don't buy it. I believe the only reason they're in is because
why do we have him on the show?
A bunch of brothers and friends and kiss butts inside that committee that always love to see Alabama in there. But unfortunately, it ends, and Michigan will rout this team. I'm going to say 28-7. It's not even a game. I don't think we get a good game until we see Michigan versus Texas, and we will have an ultimate showdown. Get ready. You heard it here first.
Sometimes Flo.
Yeah.
I think to myself at night after we get off these shows,
right?
And I sit there and I think,
he cries to himself.
Why do we let hot, terrible take Jake on the show with these horrible analysis and insights? First of all, what are you talking about? Alabama literally went from one of the teams in the most turmoil to one of the best teams in the country with the Heisman, 6th place, Heisman, but will be the Heisman favorite next year, quarterback in Jalen Milroe. Defense is flying all over the field like a bunch of yellow jackets. The offensive line is a bunch of big monsters. You got Dallas Turner on the line. You got J.C. Latham at offensive tackle. You're tripping, dog, and your analysis is tripping. This is what's happening. Alabama is a better team than you're talking about. Now, I'm still picking Michigan because that was my team to go to the championship.
To pick Michigan.
Well, Michigan has always been my choice.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Can I freeze you real quick? Before Bama beat Georgia, before they did that, did they play an Auburn team that they should have lost?
Yes.
A week before.
Yes.
And because they beat bum Georgia, who never Other than Canteen, everybody knew Georgia was practically trash, and they've just been playing bums all year.
Wow, trash is a little harsh.
Okay.
No,
They weren't
they
trash.
played mediocrity all season, and because
Trash?
Alabama
That's a little
beat
harsh.
them,
You
they
just
got
talking, man.
leveled up.
He talking
Stop
outside
that,
of his.
Oliver. Finish your talk.
I wish we could have seen Georgia versus Texas, because Georgia would have blown out Texas by at least 21. That being said, Alabama did beat Texas, and Alabama beat Georgia, and Alabama decidedly, whether you like Florida State or not, whether you like Jordan Travis or not, whether you like the outcome or not, Alabama is in there because Alabama versus Michigan is going to be a much better game. That being said, Michigan wins 35-24.
Michigan 35-24. Okay. What you got, Cam?
Damn, did I just... Alan, we got
Here's
the same
the thing,
score.
man.
My bad, Alan. I'm at
With
the
this
same
Alabama
score.
Michigan game, if Alabama has the same game plan that they had against Georgia, they're going to be good. The thing that I like about Nick Saban and his staff, they are very well. They manage the clock well. They run the ball when they need to run the ball. They throw the ball when they need to run and throw the ball. But they manage the clock well. Here's the thing, Flo. Here's what we got to look at. When we look at the stat, I'm pulling numbers, and I want to tell you the numbers for what's the name. When we look at Jalen Milroe,
Got man can.
Milroe 171 for 261, over 2,700 yards passing, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. This other kid, McCarthy, 213 for 287, 2,600 yards passing, 19 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. You got a kid named Corum, 218 carries, over 1,000 yards rushing, 24 touchdowns, and they got a kid Wilson, 41 receptions, almost 700 yards passing, receiving, and 11 touchdowns. Man, here's the thing. I think Alabama's gonna have a complete game plan and manage the clock well, but I like Michigan. I think Michigan's gonna break out and win this game. And the reason I say Michigan's gonna win, because you look at Michigan, all the adversity, all the crap they went through all year long for them to get here. They didn't come this far to just fall out. My score, I'm gonna go 37-20.
And yeah, I'm changing mine 38-21. Michigan.
38-21. Okay.
And you know what? Can is exactly right though. Michigan just has a complete team. They are just all around complete. Alabama is still growing. Yes, Alabama has a good team too.
Yeah.
But are they Michigan? No.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Very, very salient points. Very cogent analysis by all my compadres here, except for maybe Jake.
Not Jake.
But no, Jake, you didn't. No, I agree with the points Jake made. To be fair, but
you see what Alan said, right?
What do you
Or
say?
can have a huge day. Bama struggle to stop the run. Coleman's gonna run all over them. Easy.
Yeah.
And that's how you beat Bama.
Yeah, and I think that this is going to be a little closer than you guys think. I think that Jalen Milroe he's basically, got another year on his belt. And I think he's gotten a lot of time to really throw some new wrinkles in that offense. Things that he hadn't, that maybe he hasn't been good at, he struggled with. And of course, he have his legs. I just feel like you said, Omar, they're a better team all the way around, right? Michigan is. But I feel like you give Nick Saban all this time to game plan against a team, he's going to find out whatever chinks in the armor there is. And I feel like this is going to be a close game. I like the 1.5 point spread. I think this may come down to a field goal. I'm going to say this is probably going to be something like a 33-30 game. And I think Michigan wins this game still, but it's going to be close. Tight game, 33-30 for sure. And there he is. The one, the only, the woof. Clubber D.
Can y'all hear me? We good?
Good. Coming in loud and clear. Welcome to Clubber D. You want to give us your take on this Michigan, Alabama?
So I feel like this is Harbaugh's last hurrah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with Michigan all day because they put Alabama in this to get ratings. So I'm
Okay.
going with Michigan.
Okay. Move the mic a little closer to the center.
Right here.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, you're good.
There we go.
Okay.
Omar Step's a little different from mine. You know what I'm saying? It's a little.
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta put it kind of in front of you a little bit. The mic, just slide it over a little bit, or if you, yeah, right there. That's good. Not you don't have to get too close. You don't have to get too close, but yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
All right, yeah. Who do you like in this one? You said Michigan.
I'm going Michigan all day. This is
okay.
This Harbaugh's last hurrah.
Okay, everybody's taking kind of somewhat of a blowout or a double-digit win. You kind of in that.
I'm gonna go. It's gonna be close, probably for the first 2 quarters. Third quarter is when it kind of like whoop, goes the opposite way. So yeah,
goes sideways for them, and they kind of pull away. I guess 10, 12, 14 points, something like that.
I'm gonna go. Whoop, drop the mic. I'm gonna go with Michigan. I'm going with the canteen special of
canteen special.
14 points. Okay, so it's gonna be 40-30.
40-30, 14 point win. 40-30. The canteen special.
That's my guy.
Canteen special.
So hot off the press, baby. Hot off the press.
Yeah, he likes.
You know it, Flo.
He likes his when you just say his name. So. All right. So, are you taking Texas or Washington?
You know I know how to pick games.
Oh my gosh.
You know that.
Anthony, calm down.
Canteen's been on it. I'm not gonna front. He has been on it.
He's been pretty good lately. Yeah, he's been pretty good. All right. Okay, Ken, calm down. Calm down. But he takes. Hey, but who do you like, Texas? Real quick, give us your club, or do you give us your Texas, Washington? Me and Jake are taking Texas.
I like Texas. I'm not gonna lie. I do like them.
Yeah.
But I got to go with my left-handed brother Penix. I got to go with Washington.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
In a close one or a blowout? Everybody has a blowout.
This one's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close. To be honest with you. I think this one's gonna be a close game. And I've been very wrong on a lot of these takes lately.
Yeah.
So I'm probably wrong on this one, but I'm gonna go with Washington. At a very close game. I'm saying it's gonna be a last-minute drive.
Okay.
Just because it's Texas, it's gonna be a la Vince Young against I think it was USC. Was that the
yeah.
That
was Vince
one
Young
of those type games.
Oh
and
wow!
I think
last
Vince
second.
he might do the post. He might do the pose just like Vince did.
Oh really? Okay.
It might be one of those things.
Heisman. Oh, you mute the mute master's back. You're taking over.
Tell Omar to return that Dollar Tree mic, man. My God. Shoot, man. Good old Omar.
Oh man, no.
I can't hear you now. You're really far away.
You showing that, Jay?
He's cutting up on the Dollar Tree mic.
I don't think it's working. Your mic went out.
He said now the mic's not working. He said.
Oh, there you go. Now you turn it the right way.
Now it's working now. We got you now.
It was better when he turned it.
You good?
Yeah, that's better. That way.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, you're good. All right.
Jake
Dollar Tree mic.
At least I got a mic. You know what you got? A bunch of bad opinions.
Right.
Ooh.
All right, let's go.
Hey, man, go finish washing dishes, man. Get out of here. Crap.
Jake's on it today, man. He's coming with
Jake's
it.
on one today. Jake's got the heat.
Yeah, just like that. You're good. That's good, Clever D right there.
All
All right. So, anything else? Any final thoughts on the CFC?
We're good.
Dollar Tree mic.
Operator.
Operator error.
That's operator.
All right. So, let's go into the NBA. Talk a little NBA today.
Did y'all talk about the games yesterday at NFL by any chance?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Go NBA first.
I'll get off when we talk about the Niners.
Okay. No, you have to stay on. You must stay. You must stay. Everybody who lost, raise your hand. Come on, Jake.
Anyone talk?
All right. Woo! Yeah, let's go. All right, so NBA. Let's talk a little NBA here. Right now in the East, you got Boston and Milwaukee leading the way. Philadelphia, Orlando, in third and fourth place. Miami, and New York, rounding out the top 6 there. And then the West, you got Minnesota surprisingly leading the way. I think Omar's kind of surprise pick. Good call. And then Denver, of course, in second. Oklahoma City, the frisky Oklahoma City, Sacramento, and then Dallas, and then the Clippers. So real quick, the Clippers have run off the last 11 games, have gone 9-2 all of a sudden. Everybody kind of wrote them off. Are the Clippers starting to become a for real solid playoff team coming as we go into the new year? What do you think, Clever D?
Well, I honestly feel that the Timberwolves, they're doing what the Suns should be doing. They're playing good basketball. The Suns, to me, I know they weren't mentioned, but I'm going to mention them. They're a complete embarrassment to me right now.
We're gonna get to them, but go ahead.
This is just a fan rant. They went top heavy with no bench.
Right.
They don't play defense. They wait till the fourth quarter to decide they're not an NBA team and want to resort to G League or CBA tactics of playing basketball.
Oh, wow.
Timberwolves, I like a good story because the NBA has been based on this whole front heavy, getting superstars out of nowhere league. And when teams come out of nowhere, like Sacramento Kings did last year, I'm a fan of that. The Lakers, I think LeBron just wanted that trophy, and that's about it.
Right.
But like the Nuggets are around where I thought the Nuggets would be. But I don't know what the question was. I'm sorry.
So the actual question was, Clipperty, the LA Clippers have won 9 of the last 11. They finally look like they're coming together. Russell Westbrook looks like he's good coming off the bench. Harden looks solid, and is a good distributor. Do you think that they're going to be for real a playoff team, or is this kind of just having a little spurt?
You know what? So when we first talked about Harden going there, I said, wherever you go, there you are. So if you're always the problem, you're always going to be the problem, no matter what place you go to.
Okay, right.
I think he finally said, you know what? I am the problem. I'm the team player because Harden's on point. He's been killing it lately. So
right, yeah, they've looked great.
They're pretty dangerous with them. All these veterans realizing this is our last chance of doing something. So I think they kind of got together and hey, we're going to be a team to be reckoned with. So I like what they're doing.
Okay. What do you think, Jake? The Clippers look pretty solid now. Kawhi's kind of getting back into pre-Clipper Kawhi. What do you think about the Clippers? They able to make a run here?
As long as they have that bum James Harden, I take them not serious whatsoever. I'm sorry. I have to call a spade a spade.
Okay.
I mean, what are they going to be?
He's looking good lately. What is he not looking like a spade lately?
He's killing it, man.
Yeah.
He's a regular season player. I can't take them seriously whatsoever. I think in the end, when the nitty gritty comes down to it, they can't beat 3 teams. They can't beat the Thunder, they can't beat the Nuggets, and they definitely can't beat the Lakers. I think the Timberwolves are a year away from.
They're not even the
playoffs. Can't beat the Lakers. Clippers could beat the Lakers.
No, they cannot. Not when LeBron is hot.
They're ahead of them.
That's fine. That's fine. Remember, the Lakers still have to go on their run. They just won a championship. They're resting up for a little while, real quick.
A tournament.
They're about to go on their spade and go kill what they have.
A little too high.
First thing that they'll be doing is trading D'Angelo Russell. You heard it here first. They'll be trading him pretty soon, guys. Don't you worry.
They did bench him.
Yeah. What do you think, Ken, on the Clippers? You taking them for real?
Hell nah, man. They got blown out. They got blown out Thursday night by the Thunder. Got blown out Thursday night, and then if you look at what they did Saturday night, did you see them play Saturday night? They got blown out Saturday night.
They won like 9 straight, though. They won like 9 straight, though.
They got blown out like twice, and then they got beat by. So they've lost like two important games at this point, man.
Yeah, but they won 9.
They got blown out by the Celtics. They got blown out by the Celtics, and they got blown out by the Thunder. Do I take them serious? I think they'll peak after the. I think they'll peak after the All-Star break. That's when they'll peak.
You are taking them.
I think they'll peak after the All-Star break.
So we can take them seriously.
They may move up or down.
Okay.
But they may not. They won't be in the top 3. I put it like that. They won't be in the top 3.
Yeah. And just for the record, I did. Well, yeah, in the West, and as you know, me and the only place me and Jake agree, or that we're both Spurs fans, and Jake pulled the HTJJ Hot take,
Spurs.
jinx. Yeah, we're both Spurs.
Oh,
But
you like the Lakers and Heat.
he pulled the jinx on us and said that we were going to make the playoffs, or at least the play-in, and we're in last place. So he officially has jinxed my Spurs for this year.
Not at the bottom of the barrel, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He officially
They got
jinxed
2 wins against the Suns. How about
They're
that?
worst team in the West.
Yeah. Well, according to him, next year we're in the championship game. So, but anyway.
Don't you worry, man. Hey, patience is key. Patience
Okay,
is key.
I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna try to be patient. All right. So here we go. And so another key thing, there's a lot of things people talking about trades and things like that. And one of the big ones that people are looking at is Zach LaVine. He may be kind of the key to all these trades. And so if he were to get traded, kind of where would be his best landing spot? I know he's probably going to get traded more than likely. He's one of the top, trade on the trade market, or the targets for a lot of teams. Where do you think he ends up at Canteen? Or what would be a good spot for him to land?
I mean, he with the Bulls currently.
Yeah, he's in the Bulls.
I think he meshed well. I think he meshed well in Philly. I think
okay.
Philly would be a good landing spot for him. And I think that'll be good chemistry for him right there with Embiid and company. Those guys at Philly. I think so. That's what I think Philly.
I feel like Philly would have to give up quite a bit though.
I think it'd be worth it.
What do you think?
I think it'd be worth it.
It'd be okay.
I think so.
Depending on what you got to give up too, though. What do you think, Clubber D? Any thoughts on where Zach LaVine might end up?
I swear
he's kind of proven he had kind of an injury thing before, but the last few years he hasn't been getting injured like he did before. So
it's like a light skin thing. He must be like part of the Ball brothers. Okay, they're always hurt, So I feel like he's been tied to trades for like the last 3 years. He's always around the deadline. Someone's going to trade for him.
Right.
I'm going to go with the one that makes most sense, or the one that they talk about the most, which would be the Lakers. I don't know what they would give up, but I see him going to the Lakers for some reason.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also talk about DeMar DeRozan. At least is a far more, they call it gettable trade. He's also there with Chicago.
Another one to the Lakers.
Another one to the Lakers. Okay. So you think one of those two guys will end up in the Lakers? Okay.
Lakers,
what do you got?
Heat one too.
Okay. What do you think, Jake? I know you were hoping the Lakers.
Well, most likely they will be going to the Lakers. Here's the thing: if you ask them, they want to go to La La Land. Who doesn't want to go to La La Land? And
what do the Lakers have to give up, though, Jake? You're gonna have to give up something.
You can give up D'Angelo Russell, give him a Rui, give him one or the other. You know what I mean?
What about AD?
Russell.
What about AD?
No, you're not giving up AD. You're not doing that. You're not giving up your future. You're giving up draft picks, and you're giving away D'Angelo Russell. Hey, you know what?
They could bring back Alex Caruso. It was a kind of a good role player there.
Right now, guys, we are watching greatness. We're watching LeBron do the unthinkable in his 20th season.
What?
Going greatness, and I think whenever
he's in ninth place.
Ask Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan where they want to be, they want to witness history firsthand. They want to be on the same team watching LeBron hoist that 5th Larry O'Brien trophy up there, bro. They want to do it. And when you really ask them themselves, they will tell you.
Man, go on, man. Go on. Man, go on,
one
man.
thing and then just go way off.
I'm about to pour another drink, man. I ain't know.
The earth must be flat also, Jake, right? Earth's flat? Like, come on, man.
Jake Montoya, ladies and gentlemen.
Be ready. Come on, Clubber D. You know what, dude.
Lakers are not going to win it all this year. Unless you're playing 2K in career mode, Lakers are not doing it.
Oh no. You got another thing coming there, buddy.
Oh, man. Wow. Okay. You heard it here first. All right. Any other NBA stuff you want to talk about? I know I was going to mention this late. I know you were talking about the Suns, but they are a little bit disappointing. Any other teams that are disappointing? And we can talk about the Suns again, but they're definitely disappointing this season. They have not looked good. Any other teams that have kind of underperformed Canteen, or any teams you want to talk about that Could still turn it around, maybe. But right now they're
I
underperforming.
mean, right now the Warriors are at 15-15, man. They sit at number 10.
Right.
The Warriors really shocked me. The Suns too. The Warriors are 10.
Right.
The Warriors are 10. Suns are 11.
Right.
I mean, the Suns they only won 14 out of 15. So it's like the Grizzlies, all the teams that were peaking last season, going into the playoffs or right after the All-Star break, they all at the bottom. Like,
right.
what's the domino effect of all the great teams at the bottom? That's what we got to figure out.
It's different things.
I mean, East is already set. You got Boston, Milwaukee, they peaking.
Yeah, same team.
The West is falling apart, man. You
know. Can we speak truth here? I know.
Okay, go ahead, Jake.
I know. We want to be friendly to KD. You know, he's a nice guy, whatever. But this is a legacy season for KD.
Okay,
I see if KD fails with the Suns as well, I think it's time to move him into the top 30 all time.
Wow.
Top 30, top 40 all time NBA players. Because for you to keep jumping teams and for your team to stay mediocrity,
KD.
Kevin Durant. All I could say is he never won a meaningful ring. He's failed everywhere he's gone except getting coddled by Steph Curry, who was probably a top 10 player of all time.
That year. He was the Finals MVP.
Doesn't matter. He was coddled. Clubber D.
He didn't watch it. He was in the middle. He was.
I don't know. Clubber D. Now that I look at it, it looks like he was a bit watching. Everybody was too worried on the Curry.
Wow. Okay.
And this is why I have to bring facts into. This is facts over feelings.
He showed up in the finals, though. That's all I'm saying. Like Jimmy Butler didn't show up in the finals, but he showed up in the playoffs.
Let me give you a scenario, man.
Playoff.
I'm going against a giant, but I got 5 guys with guns, and that guy is scared looking all around, and I just come from behind and knock him out with a pipe. Do you think that I was really good? Do you think I beat him fair and square? That's the way I see Kevin Durant, man.
There's no fair fight, though. So
that's how it was. There was no fair fight against that.
But Kevin Durant showed up in the finals when needed for them.
Clubber D, I can't take it anymore, man. This guy doesn't do anything well. Be real. Be real right now, Clubber D.
Like in the Super Bowl, when the Colts won the Super Bowl, when Dominic Rhodes did everything, and they gave it to Peyton Manning. But we all know that Rhodes was the Super Bowl MVP that year. Even though he's not at the same level as Peyton Manning, he still showed up for the big game. So for a big series, Kevin Durant showed up. He wasn't like a sideline guy. He didn't watch the plays happen. He was the one making the plays. So
you replace Kevin Durant with Harrison Barnes, I still think they win the championship. I hate to
get
say
the hell out of here. Yeah, no. He put the team on his back.
Oh, in the finals. Clubber D. Clubber D, why does he keep failing everywhere he's going?
Now that I don't know. I just know in the finals, that was on him.
Yeah.
Okay. But everywhere else, I can't speak for him.
Yeah.
He makes you had a top tier team, you failed. The Nets, you had a good team, you failed, and now the Suns, you're top heavy again, and you fail again. Bad for business. I'm sorry, KD. I have to call a spade, bro.
But if you're playing good and the team's not around you, is not playing the level you're playing, how's it your fault?
Right.
Stop. Last thing. You know who his equivalent is? He reminds me of Rudy Gay. Remember Rudy Gay?
Yeah.
He's Rudy Gay of this generation.
He's Rudy Gay?
He puts up points, he can have a good stat line. Nothing ever is meaningful from it.
He said Kevin Durant is Rudy Gay.
Look at these guys.
I'm going to start a petition to get Hot Take Jake off of the show immediately.
No, I'm just, you know what? It's funny now. People will be laughing.
Jake,
I think 10 years from now, Flo, people will really look back at this and say, you know what? Jake actually had a point on this. He's more closer to Rudy Gay than he is to a LeBron James and Larry Bird. He's more closer to Rudy Gay. His stats were meaningless.
As per usual, Jake, you've taken a little too far. But you do make a point that this is a year that I think KD needs to be successful. I mean, he's got Devin Booker. It's a
legacy year.
Yeah, he's got to prove that he can win with 2 or 3 other good guys. I mean, I think Brooklyn kind of ruined him a little bit because, and this Facebook user says send KD back to OKC, return home, will do him some good. Go win a title for Thunder. I mean, that's a good place to go because they got good young talent. But he's the one that wanted to go to the Suns.
Yep,
I mean, this was his decision. But that Booker was there, and he wanted it, and I think that he probably helped kind of push for Bradley Beal.
He took away the heart of the team. He took away Chris Paul.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's put together 2 teams now that he's kind of helped form in Brooklyn, and then they're in the Suns, and right now he has not been able to lead them to anything. And this is the year, like last year.
Congratulations! The next
year was kind of
2.0.
Yeah, last year was kind of, it was a mid-season thing, and he didn't have. Now he's got his first full season there. He's got to make some kind of playoff run. I don't know if he can at this point. I mean, it's still a young season, but I agree with Jake in that this is a year where he's got to prove something.
It's a legacy year.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to at least make the playoffs. I say he's got to get in the play-in at minimum, but he should probably be number 6 seed.
Or by the end of it, we'll just be calling him, like I said, Rudy Gay, Chandler Parsons at best.
Yeah, that I can't do, but that I can't do. But yeah, it's definitely a legacy year for him. All right, guys. Any other NBA stories or teams, Jake? Anything you want to bring up from the NBA?
That's pretty much it, man. Let's get to our NFL.
We don't want to talk about no Lakers. We don't want to talk about no Lakers, man.
Let's get to the good stuff. All right, so let's do this because I know Jake likes to talk about this. The Raiders beat the Chiefs in a close one. Mahomes throws a pick 6, and they do some weird fumble thing and next to the goal line. Basically give this game away like they did with the Chiefs, with the Broncos. Man, the Chiefs, that technically, I guess they're still in first place. They still got a home game probably, as long as they can finish out the season with a couple of wins. Man, what do you think, Clubber D here? What do you think here? Where are you going, Clubber? Trying to leave? You can't leave. Oh, okay, Omar. All right,
Omar's
Omar.
coming back to talk about his Raiders.
Talk about the Raiders. Go ahead, Cam. What do you think about this game? Can the Raiders actually make the playoffs, and are the Chiefs in big trouble? Go ahead, Cam.
Damn sweaty ass ears. He's like a bear in the woods, naked. You just got to run away from him.
Go ahead,
Talk
Cam.
about my Raiders, Ken. Come on, baby. Talk about those Raiders.
Can you hear me?
Is he muted?
Good? Ken, good.
And team.
You want me to go, Flo?
Earth. Wow.
Yes, I want you to go. I said Ken.
Yeah, you want me or Omar to go?
No, I was letting you go first. He was getting settled in. I was letting you get in before.
I thought just waiting on Omar to get in the seat, bro.
No, I was waiting for you, man. I said Ken.
You said Clubber D first, man. So
I said Clubber D, but then he was leaving, and I said Ken. What about you, as
man.
Omar?
Here's my whole take on this whole thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got you, bro.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Here's what I told. As I told you earlier when we were talking, I said the Kansas City Chiefs are like a used car. They need an engine, transmission. They need belts, hoses. They need an oil filter. They need a whole they need to be redone over. They're that tragic. They're that horrible. You let a team
you get rid of the quarterback too,
like the Raiders come in there and beat you, right?
Raiders
you.
played good.
There ain't no excuse you got beat.
Points last week.
The Raiders are coming back. They played well.
Are they gonna make the playoffs?
A 9-6 Kansas City team. They're like I said, they're like a used car that needs a lot of maintenance done. They need a lot of maintenance done. It's like they're putting band-aids on wounds that won't heal.
Okay.
They're not that good.
So
to me, they're not that good.
Can they make a run?
I think they're one and done in the playoffs.
One and done? Wow. They don't even win a home game.
Hell no. One and done.
Wow.
One and done. They one and done.
Okay. What do you think?
Make a run at what?
What do you think, Jake? I'll let Omar go last. This is his team.
Yeah, Omar's going to put an aberration by this, which I am kind of happy that the Raiders won because I think the Raiders will make the mistake and keep Antonio Pierce as a head coach. That's a side note, and I think he'll still be the 4th best head coach in that division easily.
Wow. He's got to play inspired football.
Well, you can only play inspired football. Look at Mike Tomlin. He plays inspired football. They haven't done crap in the past decade and a half. So,
they're still
sorry about that.
Are you crazy?
No, they don't. They don't. Here's my point. Here's my point.
Make your
Chiefs
You gotta
fans.
be crazy.
Chiefs fans, guys, it was an aberration winning the Super Bowl last year. In fact, if it wasn't for the motivation that Tyreek built them, that everybody, the media built them for saying, hey, y'all can't do nothing.
Tyreek.
Andy Reid had so many great game plans. I think Andy Reid was the unsung hero last year. Now that you know you can't out-scheme these wide receivers anymore, and I still don't understand that nobody was covering Kelsey the way you need to cover him until this past year. Now we see what they really are. Boy, does Patrick Mahomes not look like the best quarterback in the league anymore, does he? I hope we're not still screaming that out. I hope that's dead.
He's still the best quarterback in the league.
Oh, stop that. I'm not taking that for a second from anybody this year.
Wow.
I'm not hearing that. You keep losing these type of games, you don't play well. I'm sorry. Here's my point, and here's the end-all be-all. Chiefs fans, you have a very scary situation because Patrick Mahomes' money does not come down. He put a 10-year contract in. You will have to keep paying that man big money. You now need to rely on your drafting, and hopefully free agent wide receivers can come there and help you out. Because let me tell you something. This only gets worse. And that AFC West especially only gets better in the next couple of years.
Well, the Broncos are still there, so.
Let me tell you something. We beat them. The Raiders beat them. I think the Chargers might beat them at the end of the year.
They might beat you, too.
We got them next week. Don't worry. We'll see how that game goes.
All right, Omar. Give us your cogent analysis on your Raiders and the Chiefs' status.
The Raiders. First of all, let me start off with the Chiefs. I did call that the Raiders would win this game.
That's true. You were the only one.
They usually do in these situations with the Chiefs. That being said, I do agree with Ken. Chiefs are done. Will they make the playoffs? Yes. Are they going to win the Super Bowl? No.
Will they win a home game?
That I don't agree with Ken on. They could win a home game. They could. If they get a home game.
He said one and done, so yeah. That means they won a home game.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, they're going to win the division, and they should get a home game. But what happens if they lose the next two games and one of the NFC South teams or one of the AFC South or AFC North comes back, right? We could see them not host a home game. Either way, it doesn't matter. They're done. Right? All they got is Mahomes and Kelsey and Chris Jones and L'Jarius Sneed, and that's it. The rest of the team is just there, and they're not helping at all. That being said, for my Raiders, I'm very proud of you all. The fight that you put up this year, with all the circumstances that you had to put up with, I think it was great. What a butt whooping we put on the Chargers, made them fire their own head coach. We got the Broncos looking sorry. It's
beat us by 1 point.
You know what? It's a great year in Raider land. It's okay. Now,
great year in Raider land.
I mean,
congratulations, a great year in Raider land. It has 8 losses.
Hey, you know what? Crosby, shout out Max Crosby. My dad bought me this jersey for Christmas. Shout out.
Oh, shout out, man.
Max Crosby leads the league in splash defensive plays at 51. He is 3rd in the league in sacks, 4th in the league in QB hurries. He should be considered a defensive player of the year. I do agree with Jake that Antonio Pierce will be kept on as head coach. The thing is that Davis is still, forlorn over when he fired Rich Bisaccia after that year that he won all those games. Antonio Pierce would be kept on, which I like. Whatever, keep him on. I think he can grow into a great coach, and he already has the Raider personality. So
he'll have a Jeff Saturday feel soon.
Okay. Well, let's talk about these Sunday night games. We forgot to get these, so let's jump into that. I think the Chiefs definitely are in trouble. They may be one and done. We'll see what happens. You get them in the playoffs, everything changes. The AFC's been kind of weird this year. A lot of hurt quarterbacks. A lot of the top teams aren't playing like top teams. So, yeah. Go ahead.
I I was watching First Take today, man. I know you don't like First Take. I know you don't like Shannon Sharp. You hate Shannon Sharp. You don't like him.
I don't hate him. I just don't think he's that good.
And you hate Stephen A.
The Kansas City Chiefs keep talking about being consistent.
I definitely don't like him.
We're not at week. No. Let me finish. Let me finish. We're not at week 4. We're not at week 6. We're not at week 8. We're at week 15, 16. But then Kansas City talking about being consistent at what? They keep losing.
The defense is
we getting there. When are you
they
get
have
there?
a top 5 defense.
As I said earlier, they're like, I'm telling you, they're like
they're consistent at defense. You said, what are they consistent at? Defense.
They can't beat the Bills and they can't beat the Ravens, and I wouldn't be surprised if they could beat Miami in Miami.
I agree with both of those.
When you look at that Raiders game yesterday, FLO, they made a lot of mistakes. Mahomes was out there throwing, fumbling,
They're lucky they faced backups the next 2 games. They very well could have lost this. If they were playing Burrow
like
next
a used
week,
car.
they were losing that game.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
They're losing.
Okay.
I agree with Jake on that one.
I don't know about your Shannon Sharp take, but let's move on. All right, so you got that from Shannon Sharp. You know you got that from Shannon.
I mean, he was right though.
Okay,
bro.
Let's go.
No, Shannon Sharp made a valid point.
Okay.
He made a point.
That they're used car? I thought he said they were like an ex-girlfriend or something. That's what I thought.
Say they were like an ex-girlfriend. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
no, I do remember. I remember this. Hold on. Hold on. He said they're like an ex-girlfriend because they're beautiful and you want to look at them, but you can't trust them. But you can't trust them. Look at Canteen coming up with his own. I love it.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about Sunday Night Football. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That was my own with the used car.
Risky. Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers play. They were Sunday night, right? That was Sunday night. Yeah.
That was not Sunday night. That was we talked about those games.
No, we talked about no. We talked about those games.
Saturday.
No, Saturday.
That was Saturday. Oh, what's the Sunday night game?
My Broncos, man.
Oh yeah, the Broncos.
I want to talk about Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Talked about.
Why are you so depressed, baby?
So should we let Jay go first, or just save him for last and let him suffer through it?
Well, I'd love to go first.
Let's let him go last then, since he wants to go first.
The other game.
Go ahead, Jay. Go first. Go ahead.
First off, I love that everybody.
What did I tell you, Jack? I said, don't lose to the Patriots, man.
I love when everybody was laughing. It was 22-7, and then I heard crickets for a good 7 minutes because
I was still talking
Wilson
and laughing.
Came back 16 points down.
I was actually still laughing.
Here's my point. And remember, guys, I love what Sean Payton said. We are the Detroit Lions of last year. We caught stride late. We still are not consistent with what. Absolutely, we caught stride late. We're not consistent with stopping certain things. Here's the thing:
8 and 9,
and this is the thing about it. When we face elite offensive line, if there's one thing that the Patriots have, is they always get offensive line good. I just explained why we got destroyed by the Lions. Their offensive line was just the top 3. The Patriots' offensive line was great, and I think in the offseason, Denver has to get one of those guys. They have to get a Max Crosby. They have to get a Khalil Mack. They have to get one of these type of guys, because what we're seeing is we don't have one of those guys, and we now have to blitz to even create pressure. The only thing I didn't like was the Patriots were playing not to lose at the end of the game, and we called 2 timeouts. And then they went for it on that 3rd down and converted a 15 to 17-yard passing play. It was horrible. Hurt my heart. And I know what Sean Payton was doing. He started believing in Russ like no other. I know there's a lot of speculation that we're letting Russ go. I don't think so. I think we will double down on Russ. I think Jerry Jeudy will not be with this team next year.
Wait, what?
I think we will let go of a couple of those running backs. I'm sorry. They're not playmaking running backs. We know the Sean Payton era. He loves catch-happy running backs. He loves tight ends that can get open very easily. This is just the beginning. Guys, it's down. You know, we got to have the hoodie on. It's a sad year. We know we're not making the offs now. It's depressing. But do not bet against us in 2024. Because let me tell you something. We are about to become the most unstoppable team next year. And I promise you now, we will see very, very different roster from this roster now. And I can't wait. Pass rushers and wide receivers. We need playmakers on both sides of the ball.
Okay. While you're at it, go ahead and trade Hot Take Jake there, Broncos, because you need all you can get. First of all,
Jake, so they're no longer in the playoffs. They're not gonna make playoffs because you said they were like what, one and done.
I said that they were gonna. If they lost a game, they were out. There's no way. There's too much stuff we need to happen for us.
But before that, he said they were a playoff team, and before that, he said they were going to get rid of Russell Wilson. But now he wants them to keep Russell Wilson.
I think Sean Payton is going to look at it and say, you know what? This was season 1. We only had one playmaker. If you
What's the amount of money they got to pay him?
Sutton left the game. When Cortland Sutton left the game, there was nobody else that could get open for at least 3/4 of the game.
Yeah. You want to know why? Because Cortland Sutton is your only offensive weapon, and that's not going to change over the offseason. Nor is your quarterback.
So that's not going to happen.
Nor is your coach.
Year.
You're not the Detroit Lions.
What dramatic changes are you going to have?
You're not the Detroit Lions. You have no young core. You have no coach. You have no quarterback. You have a bunch of bum players on everywhere except defense. The only thing you have is a good town that they live in, and you're not even from there.
Yes, I am. And you
don't even live there.
Sean Payton doubled when Nathaniel Hackett's wins. I just want to add that in.
Okay.
You know what? I am gonna love when Sean Payton disappoints and fails you all.
Hey, go ahead, Ken. You were the Bronco lover. You were a borderline Bronco lover for about 5 or 6 games. What do you got here? You were laughing last night, though.
Hey, so I was watching this game. Nah, hey, listen, I was sitting there watching the game the other night, man, and I was giving Jake his kudos, yada yada yada. That was Sunday night, right? Sunday night football.
Yeah, you were giving his kudos. You were laughing at him.
Here's what we're working with, man. The Broncos are depleted. They're depleted.
Depleted? What are
y'all? Hey, Jake, you guys are depleted at this point in the season. Man, listen, they're depleted, Flo. I mean, what do you want me to say about them, man? I mean,
I don't know. What do you want to say,
Russell
man?
Wilson went 25 to 37, 238 yards, passing, 2 touchdowns. I mean, McLaughlin rushed for 6 carries, 37 yards, and Mims 3 receptions, 63 yards for carries. They're depleted. They're depleted, bro.
Oh. I mean, you can't say depleted. It's more like never had a team.
How do the Broncos just give away?
Well, I mean, team, we tried to tell you this when you were on the Broncos bandwagon.
Never existed.
I mean, let's be honest. Jerry Jeudy didn't pan out.
Devontae
Williams didn't pan out.
I never once said he would pan out. I never believed
Drew Lock didn't pan out. Trevor Siemian didn't pan out. All these other fools didn't pan out. It's the Denver Broncos. They never pan out unless they got a superstar like Peyton Manning.
Yeah, and that year their defense was really, really good. That's how they won that Super Bowl. But anyway,
I want you to go put on your wife's leopard skin little hoodie there or robe, and I want you to go walk around depressed.
That's for my eyes only, you piece of trash.
Well, then why you got it for our eyes too? Then
you got it sitting right behind you.
That's her jacket. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty pissed off right now.
Yeah, you should be. As you should be.
I'll be swallowing 10 Tylenols tonight.
You'll be swallowing something, all right.
Oh my god.
No, this guy is.
I don't know. Calm down.
Oh man, no.
Lamar, lean forward. All right. So let's talk about the Monday Night Football games. The rest
Tagging in Clubber D.
Tagging Clubber D. Here we go. So the Giants.
We can skip one game. Get into that big one. I want the.
We didn't talk about the Raiders and the Chiefs, but the Giants and the Eagles.
Nobody cares about that one.
Well, I mean, everybody kind of felt the Eagles would win this. Most people thought it would be an easy win, but it was a tight game all the way to the end. Does this say something about the Eagles and maybe they're still struggling? I mean, they barely beat a Giants, they had to pull DeVito out, and they put in Taylor. I mean, so what do you think?
Tyrod Taylor.
They were destroying them.
Tyrod Taylor.
Hokies.
I'm just saying they've had to pull out
Hokie.
DeVito. What do you think, Clever? Is the Eagles still in trouble? Have they kind of pulled out, kind of had a get right game, and even though it was a struggle?
Well, I feel like this game, that game is more. Eagles are who we thought they were. Okay, they had all these close games, all the balls bounced in their way, in their favor, and that stuff's not going to happen all year. Okay,
like I said,
something's wrong with Hurts. I still feel that he's hurt. Something's wrong. Like I think his leg or whatever is.
I don't know. He ran pretty good to catch up to that one guy after he threw that pick.
His throws. I mean,
I don't know.
They follow kind of like the Niners blueprints for him.
I think that's just how he throws.
I just feel. I think the Giants should have won this game. This isn't a get right game for them. They're still not out of the clear yet as far as just winning their last two.
Okay,
they're not a team people should fear in the playoffs.
Okay, even if they have possibly home field advantage.
I don't see them getting it.
Okay, we'll see. All right, Ken, what do you got on this one? Real quick, just before we get to the big game. That's you, yeah.
Man, to me, the Eagles are trash, bro. They're 11-4. Now listen to this, bro. They went 10-1 before they met us. They went 10-1, had a 10-1 record, right?
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts yesterday went 24 for 38, 301 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Swift ran the ball, 20 carries, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. AJ Brown, 6 receptions, 80 yards. The Eagles got exposed yesterday. They got exposed. They got exposed by a broken up 5-9 Eagles team or whatever. 5-9. They got exposed. They got exposed by the Giants. DeVito got hurt, and then you let. If Tyrod Taylor had a little more time, they would have beat them.
Okay.
Tyrod Taylor, they was clicking on all cylinders, and the defense for the Giants was clicking on all cylinders too.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
What do you think, Jake?
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead. Let
me finish this. That 11-4 record means nothing. It means nothing. 11-4 means nothing.
Well, it means something now that the Niners
playoff they won and done too.
It means something. Okay.
We got the tiebreaker.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
That don't mean.
All right. So, yeah.
I'll still take the Niners over Philly.
Okay.
Who wouldn't?
Okay.
Exactly.
What do you think? The Philly's still in trouble? Can they win a game or two?
Look, man, they're fine. Look, that's a division rivalry. Got nothing to worry about, man. Here's my point. They were up 20-3 at one point. The game was over in their eyes. They left. They put their gas off the pedal. They didn't think there was no chance of them coming back.
No.
Come on, Flo. Come on, man. Let's call spade.
Tyrod Taylor?
That's a Hokie. Watch it.
Spade a spade.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're trying to do, but you're not letting us.
No, I am. It's a spade, man. Come on. Hey, mere bag of shells. Hey, just calm down, Eagles fans. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
So the Eagles are good. All right. So let's talk about the game of the evening. The vaunted 49ers against the highly touted Ravens. They play each other, and Ravens got crushed. I always said that they're not a come from behind team, and they proved me right. Thank you very much, 49ers. So, Clubber, you want to go first or last on this one?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what y'all want to do. I'll go first.
I'll go ahead because I feel like you got a lot on your mind.
You could do all the little comments about, what you thought and what you think about being a Cowboys.
It is my show.
Just remember, it's your show, and reality is you still lost to the Niners the last 3 times you played them. 2 being playoffs. Now, anyways.
Yeah, but I'm realistic.
No, you're not. So this is the thing. Brock Purdy played like straight Basuda. He was terrible.
Basuda.
The first drive was going great. The first interception he threw, I was like, what? You didn't even look the safety off. What are you doing? The second one, the last few interceptions after that could have gone either way because, he got tips. Ravens made a great play, but we were still in the game in the third and fourth quarter. The problem, we were still in the game. The problem,
debatable.
We were down by like 5 points in the third quarter. What are you talking about?
Well, you scored 0 in the third quarter. Okay.
With 5 points, you're still in the game, right? That's a touchdown away. So let's
not after they score 17. Okay, go ahead.
That's you said after, right? But during, we're still in the game.
Oh,
but anyways, terrible comments aside, this is the thing. You cannot play Lamar Jackson. You cannot play Lamar Jackson the way they played him last night. Okay, you got to force him to beat you in the pocket. Nick Bosa and Chase Young were running right behind Lamar Jackson, disregarding their rush lanes and letting him just make a play happen. Okay, you cannot do that. Like play him like you did Hurts. Make him beat you in the pocket. Like Cam Newton said, like quarterbacks like Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott, whatever he said, they're game managers. Lamar Jackson is a game changer. Okay, those guys aren't him. So if you give him an opportunity, he's going to change the game. That's what he did. He destroyed them with his legs and opened up opportunities for his other receivers. So if the Niners want to get better, they're going to have to use more common sense when it comes to defense and play Lamar Jackson or any other running quarterback the same way. I didn't have them winning this, like we talked on the show after. I didn't have them winning this game. And Lamar Jackson has a crazy stat. I thought it was 2, but it's only 1. He's only lost to one NFC team his whole career, which is I've never seen a stat like that in my life. So, hats off to the Ravens. They did what they're supposed to do. They are the best team in the AFC. They beat the best team in the NFC handily. And I would say Lamar Jackson is my MVP moving forward.
All right, so Canteen, what do you got? Did the 49ers get exposed? I like that word.
Clearly.
Wait, I think Cam. I like it. I'm just asking the question. I'm not.
Hey man, I think this was a wake up call for the 49ers. Wake up call for the 49ers. They're still 11-4. They're still in the driver's seat in the NFC at this point. There's nothing bad to say about them. But man, Lamar Jackson's numbers look really good. Lamar Jackson went 23 for 35. He threw for 252 yards, 2 touchdowns. He even rushed for 7 carries, 45 yards. And then his receiver, Flowers, 9 receptions, 72 yards, and 1 touchdown. I think I've never seen Brock Purdy play this horrible before. Purdy 18 for 32, 255 yards, 4 interceptions. That's the worst I've ever seen Brock Purdy play. Now, Cam Newton made a statement about he's a clock watcher, clock manager, whatever, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to me. Brock Purdy played as good as he could have played in the situation and that circumstances. The 49ers are still going to be the powerhouse team from the NFC. Who else is going to get up there? Eagles can win out. Eagles still can't get up there. Same with Detroit. So at this point, like I said, your boy Jake, hey, look on our page and look up the video by James Glad. James Glad made a good video. Hey man, y'all got to stop talking bad about the Ravens, man. Stop talking about the Ravens. Stop talking about Lamar Jackson. Stop talking about the team in general. Look on our page. James Glad made a video about them. The Ravens are coming. They coming. They coming for blood. They want to win. That was a great victory by them last night. My hats off to the Ravens last night, man. Good win.
Okay. Jake, what you got on this game?
This is the most frustrating thing to me, and here's why. I have friends, a lot of friends, that are Niners fans. And I don't understand that Cowboys, Eagles, teams like that, the way they build their teams is pass-happy offenses. And in the end, when you have to beat a Kyle Shanahan team, you play them the exact same way he plays against everybody else. And whenever it's been done, he loses that game. When he played the Rams in the NFC Championship game 2 years ago, Sean McVay stayed consistent to the run, even if he wasn't getting yards. I don't understand it. The Ravens punched him in the mouth. Do I have any worry for the Niners? No, because the Ravens are in the AFC. But, Cowboys fans, take notes. Why are you a pass-happy offense still? You saw what you have to do. You have to stop those pass rushers from thinking they can pass rush. When you do that, you have a chance to beat that team. Because now Nick Bosa and Chase Young are not waiting to just chase your quarterback. Now they have to worry about the run.
Yep.
It's now or never. Because now or never, Kyle Shanahan, I said this from the get-go. I never judge you. I never judge you during the regular season. I know who you are in the regular season. You will make the offs. But now we are getting to the nitty-gritty. I need you to be in that Super Bowl, Kyle Shanahan, or I will be looking at you very, very specifically. I said this back in August. You need to step up, and you should not lose. Here's the thing. And we think Hot Take Jake is dumb. But Hot Take Jake has a very good last 2 weeks of predictions.
Except for the Broncos one.
Well, hold on. Think about this. Well, that's my team, though. Think about this. The Niners still have to place the Rams. And the Rams are very scary. And right? They're desperate because they can't lose another game. They need their win. I think the Lions upset the Cowboys this week. If that happens, the number 1 seed would not go to the Niners. It wouldn't go to Dallas. It wouldn't even go to Philly. Guess who'd get it? Them boys in Detroit, who the man, the myth, the legend, Jake Montoya said. The Lions. Here's the other one.
Man, the myth,
just when you think the Ravens. Here's the thing about the Ravens. Everybody's so high on the Ravens. I think a complete opposite of what's about to happen. They just went on the road and busted a team, and they are feeling themselves. Guess who they see this weekend? Oh, another team Jake said was going to be the 1 seed. The Miami Dolphins. And they have a chance to do the unthinkable and beat the Ravens this weekend. Hey, guys.
They actually might win that game.
I speak facts over feelings. It was laughable in August of August 5th. I know it was. Let's start believing in Jake now.
I mean, your scenario is possible, though. I give you that much. But
absolutely,
a lot has to go right for you in the last 2 weeks, and so we'll see. A lot has to go right. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. They thought they are who they thought they were. I know they can't come from behind, so that's who they are, and that's who we are.
Get the stat right. It's 8 points in the fourth quarter. They can come from behind just in the fourth quarter. Okay, let's get it right.
Okay. I think Kyle Shanahan was 0-38 when losing.
Down by
8 points. 0-38.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Fourth quarter. Cowboys never put them in that situation, though.
What, in the fourth quarter?
Period.
Yeah, we don't lose by that much in the fourth quarter and come back.
Or win against us.
Okay. from week 3. Okay.
Or
anyway,
last 2 playoffs.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. I already said that we're not going to do anything. So we're not doing anything. I don't believe in the team. So it doesn't matter. We're not going to do anything this year. 1 and done, or maybe none and done. So it doesn't matter even if y'all lose out and the Eagles lose out. We're not going to do anything. As I already said, we don't win these 3 games, we're done. And that
can't give up on them boys.
Nope.
How dare you?
I give up on them this year. They're done. So I mean, I'll still root for them. If they win, I'll be happy. But I don't see them winning.
Flo?
Doing
anything. Flo, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
What?
I'm scared for Dallas on Saturday night. I'm scared for us on Saturday night with Detroit coming into town.
This will be the game y'all win. This will be the game y'all win. This will be the game y'all win.
They'll probably win the last 2, but it won't matter. So it all doesn't matter. None of it matters. I've sanitized everything. No Cowboys attire at this point on this rest of the season, unless they make the Super Bowl. So,
well, if y'all make the Super Bowl, then you proved what Cowboys fans need to see is that y'all beat a team above 500 on the road, not at home. And that's what's got to happen if y'all make Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're not going to because we didn't win the last 3 games. That was my criteria for the Cowboys making a run. And if you can't do that to finish off the season, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything in the playoffs. So that was my criteria. They didn't fulfill it, so they're done. They won't even get to the NFC Championship. So if they get there, I'll be surprised. Pleasantly surprised nonetheless, but surprised. All right.
Bro, they got some crazy bowls on right now, man.
Crazy bowls.
Rice and Texas Tech.
The first responder bowl. What? I mean, that's crazy. I'm watching that now.
Are y'all taking the lines in? You want to talk about some Saturday games? Cowboys play late. Let's talk about
these. Yeah.
Talk about a few games coming up this weekend. Cowboys play on Saturday. We talked about that. We were kind of talking about that. So what do you think, Ken? You were talking about you were afraid about the Lions. What do you think? Cowboys win?
Man, the Lions, they peaking at the right time in the season, bro.
They're peaking.
I mean, I think we'll edge them by 3. Will be a close game, man. We got to regroup from last week.
Okay.
The Lions are peaking. We got to regroup, bro.
Okay. They almost lost to the Vikings on their 5th quarter.
We got to go into the new year with a win. Like I said, if we lose Saturday, bro, you can
call that peaking. Okay. What do you think?
With the Vikings?
Yeah, they almost got beat by the Vikings on their 5th quarterback or whatever they are on. That's not peaking to me. They should have destroyed them or at least beat them handily.
I'm saying the Vikings almost beat them, man. I mean,
how the Lions peaking?
It's any given Sunday, man. It's so unpredictable, man.
Yeah, that's different. Any given Sunday is
different.
different.
Rival, man. It's a division rival.
I didn't think like the Raiders were gonna beat. I didn't think the Raiders were gonna beat the Chiefs on Monday night.
Well, I have a feeling it wouldn't be good. I mean, it's not gonna be.
Like I thought Jake had a chance to beat the Patriots. The Patriots beat them.
Well, I kind of was laughing because I thought you better not lose.
I mean, it's so hit or
miss.
Yeah,
exactly.
Man, this football thing, bro.
Yeah, I picked them because I thought there's no way, but if they did, man, it'd be funny. No, all right, what do you? So you taking the Cowboys or what? And by 3? Is that what you said?
Cowboys by 3, bro.
By 3? Okay.
You know, we're going with our boys, man.
What do you got, Cobra?
I got the Cowboys in this one. I mean, even though they did play the Vikings, Nick Mullins should not be allowed to pass for 355. Even though it was a crap game by Nick Mullins, he should not.
Right.
I think it was 355, whatever it was. He should not be able to pass against them like that.
That's true.
That shouldn't happen. I think Dak. Golf has not played great, and I know because he's the reason why I'm not in my fantasy finals because of him. He's so pedestrian, and they have a good running game. I don't think they're going to run like that against y'all, per se.
Mullins had 411 yards.
Yeah, like that shouldn't happen. Like, I'm sorry, no. Unless you're Nick Mullins' cousin playing him on Madden, there's no reason he should pass for that much in an NFL game. It just shouldn't happen. 3 interceptions? I mean, not as bad as Brock, but he's still just bad. And I don't see the Cowboys losing 3 in a row. And I think you guys are at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 6-point favorites, too. They shouldn't lose this game.
You guys should not lose this game to the Lions at all. I don't see it.
It doesn't matter.
I got y'all really actually putting a foot down on them. Like,
yeah, they need to win this game.
Over 10-point win. Just to let everybody know the Cowboys are still here. So I'm going to say the Cowboys by 10.
Okay. What you got, Jake?
That'd be 34-20.
34-20 by 10.
See, my head points that way as well. I think the Cowboys should win this. It should be a 34-24 game.
That's special.
But my heart, because I picked the Lions to win that NFC and be the 1 seed.
Okay.
I want the Lions to win.
Well, you can say you're just rooting for the Lions, but what's your pick?
Well, the pick is Dallas. Dallas will win this game. Yeah, but the Lions, come on, man. Jared Goff, prove yourself now or never, bro.
Now or never, buddy. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. We might win, we might lose. It doesn't matter. It's probably be a close game, I think. They'll probably cover over the 6 points. We play good at home, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. So, the Lions haven't impressed me last 2 weeks. Cowboys give me a little bit of hope until they lost to the Dolphins, so I really don't care because it doesn't matter if they win or lose. They're not going to do anything. So, we win by 6. I don't know. We'll say 26-20, something like that.
Sure, be a sport, okay?
Whatever.
Cowboys,
it don't matter. They're done.
Anyway, so just be relevant, okay?
Yeah, they're done.
Be happy.
They're done.
Right?
They're hard, man.
Hey, they're done.
It's
they're
okay.
Done. It doesn't matter.
Look, we all have growing pains, okay? Vinny Testaverde, Quincy Carter, you've been through it. I know. I've been through it too. Okay, the Cowboys are still in it. All right,
they're not in it, man. They're done.
Testaverde,
all right,
man.
They're done. Cowboys win by 6, 26-20, some weird score like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. All right, so let's go.
How many sacks by Michael Parsons?
He don't get any. He hasn't gotten any.
I got at least 2 or 3. I think he's going to go off this game.
He gets none. He's been trying to go off, but they don't let him. They keep holding him, so no one's calling it. So who cares? He'll get 0 sacks. All right. Let's go. Rams got to win against the Giants. They should. Who knows? But the Rams need to win. What about the Jags? Should beat the Jaguars at this point. I mean, the Jags look terrible. They're in trouble.
The Jags
are just.
been falling apart, man. They're falling apart at the seams.
I thought there would be something this year.
Yeah, it's terrible. So here let's talk about this game. This should be a good game coming up this weekend. It's an early game. Dolphins at the Ravens. Ravens 4 points at home. What do you think, Jake? What do you got on this one, Dolphins Ravens?
Like I said, this one is going to be a very mellow game. The Ravens just did the unthinkable and went into San Francisco and won that game. And the way they won. They're on a high.
Okay.
But boy, don't be on a high so long, man. You're going to have to deal with Miami. And Tyreek Hill is chasing 2,000 yards. Do not forget it.
He's kind of dinged up.
His 2000s. And I think he's going to get it. He's got to show up and show out. Believe in yourself. And I think the Miami Dolphins will win this game, shockingly, 28-24. They upset the Ravens.
What you got, Clever?
I got a butt whooping. I think the Dolphins will get their butt whoops. The Dolphins still,
wow.
They're on the road. If it was at home, maybe I'd give a better chance. But Baltimore's defense likes to smack you in the mouth, and Miami does not like to get physical. Tua does not like to get physical. I do not.
They just beat the Cowboys, and the Cowboys were a positive record team.
That was at home, but they're not as physical as the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? And I
don't. People were telling me that the Dolphins can't beat positive teams. They destroyed the Cowboys.
Okay, they're going to be playing a quarterback that can move around. Last time we did that was Josh Allen. Look what he did to him. And that was in Buffalo. So they're going to be in Baltimore. So I'm saying if this is good away, I think Lamar Jackson going to have another crazy Lamar Jackson game in this one.
Man,
we're
hyping up Lamar too much, man.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Lord.
What do you think? What are they going to win by?
Come on, Clever D.
I think it's going to be a blowout.
Oh, blowout. Wow.
I think it's going to be a blowout.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Okay.
Ravens are clicking on all cylinders right now.
Okay. Go ahead, Ken. What do you think?
I'm going 34-17, man. Hey, the Ravens on a high right now. The Ravens on a high. Go to the Bottom Line Sports page and listen to James Gladden's speech. I'm telling you, man.
James Gladden said nothing in 2 years.
Right
you don't want to come on the show. Nobody care what James Gladden got to say. It don't matter what he got to say. He ain't come on.
Check out James. I ain't checking out yet. I guess I got to check it out.
I'm telling you.
Check it out. Check it out. But what does it matter? He's just talking trash.
Go to our page. I put it on the page.
I know he's just talking trash. What'd you say?
Baltimore ready, Flo. What can you say bad about Baltimore at this point?
They're pretty solid.
34-17.
34-17. Damn. Well, unfortunately,
all these Lamar lovers, man, y'all better show up when the playoffs come.
I'm afraid I have to agree with Jake on this one. Once again.
Facts over feelings, man.
Yeah. I mean, who played them tough? Most teams play them tough. The Rams just played them tough recently, and they lost in overtime. The Rams, what do they have? A pretty solid offense. They got a quarterback can throw the ball around, and they almost lost to the Rams. And so they did beat up on the 49ers though. But I don't know. I just feel like they're coming. It's kind of like, every time their team comes up, it seems like this year in the NFL, everybody's saying the Eagles, blah, 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 Eagles undefeated, blah, blah, blah. And then what? They get knocked down. Everybody's talking about the 49ers. Oh, they're the best team in the league. Boom, they get knocked down. I think the Ravens are going to get knocked down. I think everybody's talking about them. They're going to do this and that. I think the Dolphins are going to go in there. I saw this game. The thing I like about the Dolphins is that Tua gets rid of the ball. He's the fastest quarterback who gets rid of the ball the fastest in the NFL. You're not going to be able to get to him. It's going to be hard to get to him. And if they blitz, he's going to burn them over the top. So I think that they're playing really well right now. Tyreek, if he can be a little healthier next game, that offense can be pretty explosive. But the only thing I give the Ravens is that their defense is really solid. If they can get if they can get a pass rush and get to Tua repeatedly, not just one sack or a couple of pressures, if they can make Tua uncomfortable, the Ravens can win this game. But I feel like the Dolphins they have a game plan. I like the way Mike McDaniel's been coaching them, and I like the way the offense looks. Overall, we have a pretty solid defense. We couldn't get to him. I don't know if the Ravens got that much better of a pass rush than we do. I mean, they're a good defense. They're solid. Don't get me wrong. So I think they're just going to get rid of the ball quickly. They're going to – I mean, he was getting the ball. We could not get to him. And I think they're going to do the same thing to the Ravens. And they're going to pull out a close one. And then everybody's going to be talking about the Dolphins. Oh, they're the best team because they beat the Ravens. It's kind of one of those things. I don't know. That's how it's been this year. It seems like in the NFL, once everybody thinks one team's the best. And, everybody Brock Purdy was the MVP. Dak Prescott was the MVP for a little while. The leading candidate now, Lamar Jackson is the leading candidate for the MVP, because he beat the 49ers. So I just feel like, maybe they're going to talk about Tyreek or Tua as an MVP or something after this one. I don't know what, but the Dolphins going to win this one, but I think it's going to be a close one. It's going to be something like 30-27. It's going to have to be somewhat of a shootout for the Dolphins to win. So it'll be 30-27. I feel like the Dolphins going to win this one.
Of course, I wouldn't say this while Omar's on the show right now, because I don't want him to think he's right when he just lucked out into this prediction. But I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
I'm scared of that Josh Allen team.
Okay.
If I'm the AFC, I am scared. I think they can beat anybody in the AFC, and they can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the AFC.
Jake, you got a point, but to be honest with you, I only know one thing scarier than that Josh Allen team right now, and that will be that cheetah robe behind you. Is that a cheetah robe behind you? Is that yours? Like whose cheetah robe is that?
My wife's, man.
That's
Okay, I didn't know if that was
it's just like his hat. He likes his wife's.
I thought you was trying to beat your Tara from the Thundercats. I didn't know what was going on over there. What I'm saying?
All right, let's talk about a couple more games. The Raiders are going to play the Colts. They have a chance, outside chance for the Raiders to make the playoffs. The Colts still trying to make the playoffs. The Colts have looked fairly solid and good with Gardner Minshew. A lot of backups playing, fairly well. What do you think here? Can the Raiders pull this off and get a win, or are the Colts going to be able to make a playoff push to make the playoffs? What do you think? What do you think, Jake?
Here's what I'll say. I think that the end-all, be-all, ends-all for the Raiders. I think the best look. Offense wins games, guys.
Okay.
And I hate to say this, the Raiders knew Kansas City well. They don't know this team well. The thing about the Colts and Shane Steichen is he is doing a magnificent job. Yes, he did a dud against the Falcons. Who loses to the Falcons? That's like losing to a high school team. You know better than that. You don't lose to bums like that. Here's my main point. You have to understand this. Shane Steichen does not lose 2 games in a row. And for damn sure, he ain't losing to that idiot. I don't even know the head coach's name. What's the guy's name again? Antonio Pierce.
AP.
He's not losing to a guy that shows up with some Nikes on.
Why is he an idiot?
He's going to show up as a head coach. Get out of here, man.
Why is he an idiot?
Because he don't know crap. He don't know nothing, Omar. He's just
hold on, man.
He's Jeff Saturday. He's the Jeff Saturday of last season.
Wait.
That's kind of disrespectful.
The Miami coach do the same thing. The Miami Dolphin coach wore Nikes and do the same thing. What are you talking about, Jay?
Well, hold on. Mike McDaniels is whoa. Mike McDaniels is an elite genius offensively.
You haven't given Antonio Pierce a chance. He's been a linebackers coach.
Well, be fair, Omar. You think they're going to keep him though, Omar? Come on, be fair.
No, they are. Because they pay too much money to the other 2 coaches. They can only afford that guy.
I don't know. Wow.
And in my eyes, what we really should do.
Yeah.
Make Antonio Pierce your defensive coordinator. Make Antonio Pierce your defensive coordinator. Bring in an experienced offensive coordinator. And bring back John Gruden, baby. We're still paying him. Why not? He's on year 4 of his $100 million contract for 10 years. Might as well bring him back.
Ship with y'all.
Are y'all winning this game, though, Omar? What do you think?
I do not think we will. No,
Oh.
sorry. No, I'm sorry. You know what? I mean, we're talking about an Indianapolis Colts team that needs this win to guarantee their playoff spot.
Right.
As Jake mentioned, Shane Steichen, who was the Eagles coordinator last year, has done an amazing job in Indianapolis with what he's had.
Coach of the year candidate, maybe?
He is a Coach of the Year candidate. He definitely is a Coach of the Year candidate.
Okay.
And so with the way that the Raiders have played lately, yeah, they've been playing well, but you're not going to go into a playoff borderline team's house and beat them when they have everything on the line and you have nothing really on the line. So I do think the Raiders lose this game to the Colts. I think it will be closer than people think. I think it may be like a...
Well, it's a 3-point spread.
I think it's going to be like a 27-24, 27-21, 27-20 kind of game. I do think the Raiders lose by 7 or less.
Okay. 7 or less. Okay. What you got, Ken?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Omar said it all, man. I think it's going to be hard for the Raiders to go into Indianapolis and beat those guys, man. Indianapolis shouldn't even lose to the Falcons.
No.
They shouldn't lose to the, I mean, when I watched that, I was watching the Falcons game. And here's what happened with the Falcons game. They used Heineke and they started using Algier. They started using Cordell Patterson.
The run game. Who'd have thought?
The Falcons finally start using all the offensive. Bro,
we've been talking about that for months, dog.
Isn't that what we've said in this show? Run the ball.
Colts, man.
Yeah. Who'd have thought? Okay. So you think the Colts? You think the Colts win this game?
I'm gonna go 34-27, man. 34-27.
Oh,
34-27.
I think it'll be a little lower scoring. I'm gonna go 27.
Yeah, I don't think the Colts can score that much.
I'm gonna say 27-20. I'm gonna say 27-20. Colts win this game. They really need this game badly. Like you said, Shane Steichen's been coaching well. They kind of had a dud. Everybody does that, I guess. Any given Sunday kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think they'll come back at home. They need this game, and they'll beat the Raiders. Raiders will make it tough, though. I think Raiders are pretty scrappy.
I knew you were going with scrappy.
They're a scrappy team, so I think they're gonna make it tough for them. And then who is this? The guy, and so I think the Colts will win this game. Not easily, but it'll be a close game, be an entertaining game. All right, so the last game I'm talking about, and then we'll mention the Chargers Broncos. I was going to mention it because Jake was here, but he's gone now, so we may not even mention it. But anyway, so the Bengals and the Chiefs, big game for both teams. Cincinnati kind of had a letdown against the Commanders of all teams, not the Commanders, my bad.
Can you move me to the middle?
The Steelers. To the middle? Why?
I don't know. I just feel weird.
Feel weird on the side? I don't know if I can move you to the middle.
Don't worry. It's not,
there you go. How's that? Hey, it worked. All right. So there you go. So they lost to the Steelers like handily, didn't they? That was kind of crazy how the Steelers scored 34 points.
Steelers whooped their butts, man.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. And so now both them and the Chiefs need a game just to kind of I like to call it the get right game. But they do need kind of a get right game, to get that sour taste out of their mouths and how they've been playing lately. But Chiefs right now at home are 7-point favorites. A little high, I thought, because the Bengals are playing well. What do you think on this one, Professor?
Yeah, before we get to the Bengals, I want to shout out the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin.
Right.
FLO at the beginning of the season astutely said that Mike Tomlin would have another winning season, and he is on his way. And Mike Tomlin, you deserve all of the credit in the world.
No matter what Jake says.
That you have done, no matter what Jake says, there's so much so that the Steelers have now extended Mike Tomlin's contract. So now let's get to this game. Yes, Jake Browning looked like the second coming of Joe Burrow and all this other crap that everybody was saying. But you know what? The pumpkin turns. The clock turns. You know what I'm saying? The
midnight has hit.
Exactly. Midnight has hit. The flower has struck. The root goes back into the ground. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. They don't have Joe Burrow, and they're done. And so Kansas City, if you want to say get right, which I don't say, but
get right game.
If you want to say that, that's fine. I do believe that there can be no way There can be no way that the Kansas City Chiefs want to achieve anything this season and lose this game to Jake Browning. They have to win.
I agree.
I have a Kansas City victory by. I hesitate to say this, but I think 10 could be lower.
10 could be lower. Okay. What do you think, Ken? You said they were a used car or something. Can the used car beat the Bengals?
I'm going with the Bengals, bro. I'm going with the Bengals, man.
Wow.
I'm going with the Bengals, man.
Well,
Browning, Bengals mixing all that. What I'm saying is this right here. If you look at Kansas City, a lot of their errors are self-inflicted wounds.
Right.
It's all self-inflicted. It's not Andy Reid. It's the offense and the defense. And just go back and look at the film from the game yesterday.
Well, a lot of it's been the wide receivers.
I'm gonna go.
Last game was Mahomes, but yeah, most of the time it's been the receivers and the.
There's only a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 24-7. I'm gonna go 24-17 Bengals.
24-17 Bengals. Wow. I don't see the Chiefs. The way they played, I don't see them doing well in the playoffs, but they need this game badly. I like to call them get right games, but they need this game badly, and they cannot afford to lose this game. They finish off with the Chargers, which should be a W, but it is a divisional game, so it may be tougher, but they need to finish out with a couple of wins here. And Cincinnati does not have Joe Burrow. They cannot lose to Cincinnati without a Joe Burrow. And Cincinnati has Cleveland after this, so I don't see Cincinnati making it. Omar was saying, the professor was saying that Browning has turned back into a pumpkin. I think that's true. Or I always like to say he has an expiration date, and so that may be time. He may play better this game. He might have a little bit better game, but I feel like the Chiefs cannot lose this game to the Bengals without Joe Burrow. Even with Joe Burrow, they could not afford to lose this game, but especially without Joe Burrow in the lineup. Chiefs need to win this game. It'll probably be closer than the 7 points. I think the Bengals cover. It'll probably come down like a 4-point game. The Bottom Line Sports 4-point game. It'll be something like 20-25. The 4-point game. No, I'm gonna say 20. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 26-20. Something like that. It may even be 23-26. It'll be close, unfortunately. But the Chiefs, the way they've been playing, I just don't think they can pull away from anybody at this point. Unless hopefully they prove me wrong. I'm a big Mahomes fan, you know that. But anyway, that's what we got from the Bottom Line Sports. You want to talk about Chargers Broncos? Jake is gone. We think the Broncos can win that game. They should win that game. I don't know. Oh, you're mute master.
They should win that game. The Broncos have been up and down all season long, but the Chargers are a ultimate wasteland of
They played good though after they fired what's his name.
Okay. Yeah.
Sticks had a good game.
Everybody played who? Easton
Sticks.
I'm named after a baseball bat.
My name is. Okay.
Who? Shady, Slim Shady. All right, new math, Flo. That's not new math, baby. You must be new with us, baby. That's that canteen math. That's that 25 to 24-point math. That's what that is. Baby.
That's what that is. That's the bottom line math. We always call a 4-point game and then give you 5.
Hey, y'all, if you love this show, I want you right now. Hit that subscribe button. And if you're not on our page, go there at the Bottom Line
Sports. There you go. Let's go. Appreciate everybody, all the comments. Sport Professor, Hot Take Jake had to take off from his shower room. I don't know where he was in. He was somewhere with a leopard skin. Clever D, thanks for coming. Clever D, shout out to Clever D.
That'll be easy, okay?
Take it easy.
Bottom Line Sports. Tune in.
Check it out. Check them out on Ballin' Buds.
Holla at us.
Ballin' Buds, UFC, Combat G, Clever D, always talking combat. Hey, I didn't get a chance to ask him what he thought about the Wilder losing that fight.
Hey, come on real quick. They want to hear real quick your thoughts on Wilder before they get off.
Yeah, real quick. Let's see. I didn't get a chance to ask you about Wilder, but what does this mean for Wilder? I heard he was still going to fight Joshua.
Nah, that's
Wilder
gone, man.
Okay, is that gone now?
Wilder.
I mean, how do you?
So
is he done?
Wilder, like I said before, he's 38 years old. He's
right.
He took 2 years off, barely fought.
Right.
He needs more time fighting, and fighting this guy coming out off that break.
Right. Guy was lighting him up a little bit.
Yeah, he got in. You know, Wilder has one mode, and that's kill. If he's not on attack mode, he's not going to be good. This guy doesn't really know.
But he said he talked all this noise about him changing his style and blah blah blah.
Boxing is something you can't just learn overnight. It takes years and years.
Yeah.
He has no plan B if plan A doesn't work.
Right.
And I love Wilder, but
so is he done with big fights? You think?
Yeah, I think he's done.
Wow, no more big fights for Wilder.
He can. This is what I'm suggesting. It could be he might get on the undercard of Usyk and Fury in March, or February, just a stay busy fight, and then Francis Ngannou's already been talking junk. That's a good money fight. There's money fights out there for him, but I don't think he'll ever get a belt again. Yeah, he'll never get a belt.
Wow. Okay. All right, Clubber. Appreciate your insight there. Go watching the Bottom Line Sports Game. Clubber D, the Combat G, for coming in, or some people call him the Woo. Appreciate you. All right, we'll see you next time on the Bottom Line. You got any final words, Ken?
Right.
Any final words, Ken?
Good, bro.
All right. All right, Ken. We'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports. Appreciate all you guys.
Good, bro. We good.
All right. Tuning in, liking.
Love y'all. Peace out. Subscribe to the Bottom Line Sports.
Hey, be careful going home this weekend. Omar, he's going home this weekend, right?
Yeah,
he's going home
Friday or Thursday.
All right, safe travels, Omar. This weekend, he's going home. Safe travels. All right, we'll see y'all next time on the Bottom Line Sports, man. I'll take care.
Easy.
I'll see you in a minute, Ken.